Let's take a look at the Chicago Bears ranking in PFF's new article in which they rank all of the cores, the receiving cores in the NFL. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan, please do hit that subscribe button down below. I would appreciate that. All right, so let's get into this. So PFF came out with this article ranking all of the receiving cores in the NFL 1 through 32. Now this, full disclaimer, includes tight end. It's not just wide receivers. It's tight end included, okay? And so they went ahead and ranked everybody. And I think they also include, like, running backs. If they're receiving running backs, like, that's a plus, right? It's not explicitly stated, but you'll get what I'm saying here, all right? So here we go. Where did the Bears rank? And this is their top 5. And this is their ranking here, basically. They've got the San Francisco 49ers at number 1, the Dolphins at number 2, the Eagles at 3, the Chicago Bears at number 4, and the Houston Texans at number 5. All right, so if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you should know this. I did a video on this a few weeks back, or maybe a month or so back, in which I talked about where the Bears receiving core ranks in the entire NFL. And honestly, folks, I thought, according to, my opinion, I thought that the Bears have the best receiving core overall, and I thought the only team that could make an argument for the Bears are the Texans. Now, they have the Texans listed at 5, the Bears at 4, but let me explain why I said that, and it's not because I'm a Bears fan, so you guys could think I'm a homer. Here's why. When we're talking about the entire core, we're talking about wide receiver 1, 2, 3, tight end, if you have a backup tight end, and then I guess they're including, potential receiving running backs. And so the Chicago Bears have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze as their top 3 receivers, and they have Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and they have a nice receiving back in DeAndre Swift. So everybody on that list is extremely solid, right? We're talking about DJ Moore, a bona fide wide receiver 1. Keenan Allen, still extremely productive, would be a wide receiver 1 on a lot of teams. Rome Odunze, projected to be one of the best rookie receivers. He could be the best rookie receiver this year. And then we've got Cole Kmet, a very solid tight end. I'm not going to say he's Travis Kelce, but he's still extremely solid. You got Gerald Everett, who would start on a lot of teams. And then again, DeAndre Swift here, one of the better receiving backs in football. So I took all of those into account and I said, show me the team that can give me that sort of depth alongside their entire core. Yeah, there's teams that have guys that are definitively better 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, but across the entire core, you can't beat that. And the team that I had brought up was the Texans because, hey, they have Nico Collins, they have Stephon Diggs now, who they just acquired, and they also have Tank Dell, who is a fantastic rookie receiver going into his second year now. Not to mention the tight end, Dalton Schultz, extremely solid. Again, not elite, but very solid. And they just got Joe Mixon this year as running back, and he's a decent pass catcher. So that was the only team because I thought, hey, alongside the receiving core, you got 3 very solid receivers. You got a solid tight end, and again, decent pass catching RB. But PFF says there's 3 cores that are better. All right, so let's address it. All right, they got the 49ers as their best core. Look, the 49ers have Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. I get that. But the third receiver is pretty weak. Juwan Jennings, if you want to toss out anyone else. And then we're talking about tight end. Yes, they have an elite one in George Kittle. No dispute there. And then running back, they have the best pass-catching running back in football in Christian McCaffrey. So I'm not going to say this is crazy that they have 49ers at number 1. But that third receiver, or lack thereof, I would say is really hurting the 49ers. PFF doesn't think so, but that's why we love to debate and talk about it. So they don't have that third receiver, but yeah, PFF says, hey, elite tight end George Kittle, elite pass-catching running back in Christian McCaffrey, so that catapults them. And I like Deebo Samuel, and I like Brandon Ayuk. They're not top 5 receivers to me. Sorry. So that's my problem with the 49ers. Let's go to the next team, the Dolphins. They have the best duo as far as receivers in football in Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. That's the best duo by far. No dispute there. But we're not talking about best duo. We're talking about best overall core. And once you get past those two, what do you really have? Braxton Berrios? Running back Raheem Mostert? Devon A-Chain's solid. He had a great rookie season. Did get hurt, but solid. You know, what moves the needle for you with the Dolphins past those two guys? So again, best duo, but not best overall core. All right, and then you've got the Eagles. And the Eagles have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Two very, very solid receivers, just like the Dolphins. But they lack that third receiver. They also have a very solid tight end in Dallas Goedert. I get that. And they just got Saquon Barkley this year, who's a very solid pass-catching running back as well. But that third receiver is still missing. So this is my point, is with the 49ers, Dolphins, Eagles, they all have the same issue. They're missing that third receiver. But I guess what PFF is saying, hey, their top two guys are so much better than the Bears and Texans' top two guys. That's why we're putting them ahead of the Bears and Texans. So it's basically saying, would you rather have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, or would you rather have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze? That's basically what they're saying. 2 versus 3, but the 2 are so overpowered, you'd rather have that over the 3. So, interesting. I think I'd still rather have the 3, but I guess I can't fault you if you want the other 2. Let me know what you guys would want, right? Would you rather have... Certainly, I'm taking the Bears score over Debo and Ayuk. I'm probably taking them over A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. We can have a conversation because they're special. Not to say A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith aren't, but Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle are better. So to me, that's really the argument here. So overall, I get what PFF is saying. They're not egregious rankings to me, but I would still have, as far as the overall core, I'd have the Bears at the top of the list, and I have the Texans right behind them, and then I just swap this order out. So it'd probably be Bears, Texans for me, and then it would probably be, you know, Dolphins, Eagles, 49ers maybe, or 49ers, Eagles, Dolphins, like some order of that. But I'm putting the Bears and Texans above those guys. And the rest of this list, I mean, I don't really think you can make an argument for these guys to be higher. Vikings have a very good receiving core, obviously, with just Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and T.J. Hawkinson. You got the Lions, you got the Rams, you got the Bengals, you got the Seahawks. So overall, folks, I think the Bears should be ranked higher. I think the Texans should be higher. That's just what I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with PFF's ranking? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.